What is the best TV show of all time? In my mind, it's Breaking Bad because you get to see Walter White as a mild-mannered high school teacher, and then he becomes this huge drug kingpin. You get to see all the choices along the way that he makes to become that type of person. Hi, my name is Joel Marquez, and I am the author to The Secret to Writing Your First Book, Essential Guide. And in this video, I'm going to talk to you all about character arcs. Now, a lot of people, when they think of character arcs, they think about fictional stories like Breaking Bad, but I also think that they have a place in autobiographies and memoirs. So if you're writing those types of books, if you're writing about yourself, how you've changed over the course of the book or this time frame of your life, really make sure that you hit all the beats. So I don't think it matters whether it's a fiction or non-fiction book, character arc still applies. Now, there's different types of character arcs. There's the positive, when a character sets his sight on a goal and he works towards those goals. So maybe if you have a fictional character who wants to become a king, how does that person kind of mold himself to become more regal and get to where he wants to go? There's also the downfall. So stories like Macbeth, he's trying to become king as in Macbeth, but he is making moral sacrifices along the way, and it ultimately leads to his downfall. There's also the coming of age story, something like Catcher in the Rye or Great Expectations, where there's a young character and they learn life lessons along the way and they grow and mature. So those are some types of character arcs that you can play with. There's a lot more, but those are sort of the basics. A character arc needs to have to have a beginning, middle, end. Character has to have some sort of desire. There has to be some conflict in the way, and then ultimately they have to change. So how do you do this? How do you create a character? So you need to establish a baseline of who the character is at the beginning of the story, and then establish who they are at the end. The secret sauce really is how do they change along the way, because you can't just flip a switch and have the character move from point A to point B. They really need to make choices along the way that within the character that don't seem strange or unusual for that character. To take Breaking Bad as example, just because it's a well-known example, and the writers did a really great job of ensuring that every decision Walter White makes, it's in his character, and he doesn't do anything that seems unusual or a decision that Walter White would not make. If he does, then that takes the reader or the viewer outside of the character, and it just feels unbelievable to them, and it doesn't ring true. The challenge is really to ensure that you have baseline, you establish who that character is at the beginning, what the catalyst is the change. In Walter White's example, he learns that he has cancer, right? And so then he gradually needs to make money for his chemotherapy, but then it also goes beyond that. That's just kind of surface line motive for him to do what he does, but he really wants to become somebody important. He feels like he was left out. You really need to establish all these things when you are creating your character and when you are seeing how they will change along the way. Hopefully that helps you in thinking about character arcs. There's obviously a lot more to it, but that's at least the baseline of how that works. And if you want more videos like this, please like and subscribe for more content, and I will catch you in the next one.